Welcome back to our fourth lesson, which is on logical operators and if-elif-else statements. So logical operators, they allow you to compare two numbers. For example, 4 is greater than 2. The greater than symbol is a logical operator. In this chart, you can see that basically you can see all the logical operators. The less than symbol, the greater than, which is used in algebra and everyday life. And we also have less than or equal to, greater than or equal to, that's two equal signs, and not equal to is a exclamation mark and an equal sign. There are examples in the chart that you can look at, and then the result. So for example, if you say 4 is greater than 2, the result will be true, and that is the results are considered booleans because they're a true-false answer. When you are printing logical operators, you will get a boolean result, true or false, which is what I was saying earlier. And for good practice, make sure to put the logical operator expression in the print statement. Here are some exercises you can do if you want extra practice. Just pause the video and see if you get them right. If statements. So this is fundamentally really important, so make sure you are paying attention. If statements are pieces of code that run only if the code is true. For example, in regular, like everyday words, if it is raining outside, I will bring an umbrella. Or I will bring an umbrella if it is raining outside. If statements have logical operators that determine if the value is true or false. For example, if 7 is greater than 2, print 7 is greater than 2. And then the computer prints 7 is greater than 2 because indeed 7 is greater than 2. A colon indicates to the software that there is an if statement and it has to read it. In this example, if 7 is greater than 2, the software AutoTabs the next line to be included into the if statement. So if 7 is greater than 2, print 7 is greater than 2, and then it prints 7 is greater than 2 with an AutoTab. Yeah. A tab makes sure that there is a code for the if statement to run if the if statement is true. Here are some practice exercises. We also have one challenge if you want to try. So pause the video like always, see if you can do it. Okay, moving on. Else statements. So, if and else statements are kind of like a pair. Usually if there's an if statement, there usually will be an else statement. Else statements tell what to do if the if statement turns out to be false. For example, like in regular terms, if it is raining, stay inside. Else, go outside. So if it's basically saying if it's not raining, go outside. And from our previous example, we can see if 7 is greater than 2, print 7 is greater than 2, so it prints 7 is greater than 2. Or if 7 were to be less than 2, it would print 2 is less than 7. Wait. Yeah, okay. Sorry, I was thinking about something. Okay, anyways. Moving on to ELIF statements. Before the else statement, there is the elif statement. Elifs are used when there are more than two conditions to be checked. Here is a format for context. So first you would have the if statement and with your AutoTab, and then you would have the elif with the condition, and then you would just have the else. In else statements, you do not need to put a condition. And I think it still works if you do, but usually there is no condition. Here is an example of if, elif, and else statements all working together. So let me walk you through it. So if there's a variable called age, and it's assigned to the value of 5, that's the integer, and we want to make an if statement out of it. Let's say, if age is less than 5, print you are less than 5 years old. Elif, age equals 5, print you are 5 years old. Elif, age equals 10, print you are 10 years old. Else, print you are more than 5 years old. So, important things to note. There can be as many elifs as you want, but there can be only one if and else statement. So in this example, you can see we have 2 elifs, but we have one if and one else statement. And then as I mentioned before, there's no condition needed for your else statement. Here's a practice exercise and then another challenge for you to try out on your own. Okay, that will be it for this lesson. Make sure to watch next lesson, which is for loops, all about for loops. See you then.